Hi, Matthew. Welcome. Hello and welcome to this week's live. I'm Samriddhi, your Cosmic Soul Whisperer. And this is the week starting 6th of July, but we're doing this on the 7th. So, a very, very warm welcome. I'm back in Sydney, and it's been an incredible journey and so much learning, so much expansion, so much self reflection, and an opportunity to look at life in a new way for myself and for everyone who has been connecting through this journey. So I'm very grateful that we get to do this every week. We connect and we get into the collective Akash, bring through messages from the collective Akash so that we can navigate through the energies of the week in a conscious way and that we continue to align ourselves with our highest timeline, our highest good in the Akash. So I'm just going to quickly switch off the TV just so it's not a visual distraction. That's my beloved Baba, Sai Baba. All right. All right. So, as we have all come in, there has been so much of carry forward energy from last week. Many things have happened last week. And I think as a result of that, there's a lot of reflection, there's a lot of nurturing energy that is being offered to us this week. So, let's just start off with a little bit of a recap of the energies of last week and what else has been coming up through this whole experience. So, I want to ask a question to everyone who's joining live. What has your week been like? You can leave a word or a phrase, and that I'll bring that energy into our reflection and chatting as well. So, for me, while you're replying, and anyone who's watching this on replay, please know I reply to all comments. So, please feel free to share whatever's coming in your heart, and I'll be here to witness that with you and reflect that with you. So, through the whole of last week, the energy of shocks, surprises, and very accelerated expansion has been coming through. Many things have happened in my own personal life where I've been invited to see parts of myself that I I was very surprised that still existed and that I need to work on. Um, I mean, we're always working on something, right? But I'd really thought that I had already learned those lessons and I wouldn't go that path again. But my reactions, my responses have been quite interesting for me to observe, and that has also been a similar energy to the sessions that I've been getting this week, the whole of last week. So through all the sessions that I've received, there has been an energy of making life changing decisions in moments of passion. So I think sometimes it's a good thing when we decide, okay, now because of this thing, I'm going to do this for the greater good. But generally, we don't make those kind of decisions. We make commitments and demands on ourselves that are more restrictive, more building up of walls kind of energy. And that's why those don't work. So that message started coming through very strongly in all the sessions I was doing, and even with work with myself and observing what I was doing. Making permanent long-term decisions in moments of passion is something to be aware of, and if possible, and if you're able to hold that in your nervous system, allow yourself the grace of time so that you can hold it with more grace, and you can allow those messages to come through, and still sit with all the emotions before you actually make an informed decision. So it could be a small decision or it could be a life-changing big decision. So for me, I've been working on not to make big life-changing decisions in moments of passion, because I like to follow through, and then I'm stuck with something that I don't want to do and I still follow through with that. That's kind of like the reason why I've had many things that I've quietly suffered with. So there was definitely that energy. I'd love to know if anyone who's tuning in has experienced that as well. So please leave it in chats if you feel that there's something like that that has happened for you as well. Now, another energetic medicine I wanted to share after a very beautiful monthly meditation that we had on Friday. With all the themes that were expanding, there was a lot of healing through the divine feminine, and that continues to be one of the messages for this month. So, over the entire span of July, you may find the connection with women in your life, the connection with the feminine energy in your life is starting to expand. Welcome Beyond Holistic and welcome Daksh. So lovely to see you here. So, if you notice any aspect like that coming up for you, this is time to review it. Now, within this energy, this week has been I've been tuning into the energies of this week. I've been tuning into these frequencies of divine feminine love coming from women in your life. So who are the women in your life that nurture, love, and support you? Are they your sisters, your mothers, your aunts, your grandmothers, your daughters, your nieces, or friends, or any other kind of relations? So, of course, your partner. So, if you're a man or a woman, the woman who's your partner. So, bringing in that energy and allowing love to flow through the feminine channel for you. Because this week is about restoring balance, restoring healing energy for everything that has been in upheaval mode. So, one of the dreams that I had. So I had a dream last night. In fact, almost more this morning, because of my jet lag, I slept much more than I usually do, and I had this dream, and I'd love to get a little bit of help in interpreting it. I didn't have time to tune in and interpret it for myself yet, but I'll share a little portion of the dream with you that I feel is relevant today. So, as many of you know who joined the monthly meditation, I have been going through the hard process of healing from the passing away of my beloved grandmother, my nan, my mother's mother, and during this process, I have been holding space for the people I love so that they can also process this, especially my mother. And in this whole process, I have not wanted to look at any healing that I needed to do or any recovery I needed to do personally. It was all mostly collective. So last night, after everything was complete and I was back into my own space, I mean, my home in India is also my own space, and yet there was a feeling that everything was going to come together now. And as it was coming together, I had a dream that I was in the funeral service for my grandmother, and in the traditional family way, in my from my lineage, it's almost like a wedding, except it's somber. So it's still that grand, and there's still a lot happening. So I saw an old mansion with rooms within a room within a room, and through all of that, there is one chamber where my grandmother's funeral rites are taking place. And I have been asked not to witness the rite itself, but to stay in a room to safeguard what she has left behind. And it felt like I was struggling and I had the hardest job to do, and I was being left out from the whole thing. And the fact that somehow it even matched what really happened. I had just gone to take a quick shower. We were up all night and we were just around my grandmother. And I just went. My mother and I, we went in separate. But obviously, she went on in the other section of the house. I went in the other section of the house to have a quick shower and come back. And but by the time we just even started our shower, we got the news that my grandmom took her last breath. So it was almost like I was there through the whole process, but just not there when that happened. But I did have a moment with her before all of this, and there was miraculously a time, although there were almost 50 people in the house, I had a private moment with my grandmother, and I was able to have a beautiful telepathic exchange with her. So it felt complete for me even in that moment, but I still wanted to be there. We have so many things that happen when you're going through grief. So in the actual moment, I was not there, and then I quickly completed my shower and rushed out, and then I was there for the rest of it. So in the dream, I think I was still emotionally processing that, but at the same time, there was something very interesting about me safeguarding something she has left behind while everyone else is taking care of her funeral rites. So for me, that felt very symbolic, not just for myself, but for the collective. What are the things that are involving your participation, but in a different way. You're not being asked to be there to actively move and shake things, but you're being asked to safeguard something that is precious for the long term. And for me, I got a gift from my grandmother, a sari that she had worn, and she wanted me to have it. And that was everyone's desire. And I was quite surprised because, I've been out of India for a very long time, for many, many, many years, and suddenly to have the most precious gift given to me was somehow healing, and it was a part of healing the lineage, healing this aspect of the lineage that is myself, and the lineage that is to come forward. So there was a precious gift that she came to gave to me, which was a red sari. Red is the color of the feminine, and many of you who've been tuning into my messages, you know that Kamakya Devi temple has the energy of red. And I think I also shared the story of standing under the banyan tree with my two cousins. One of my cousins has joined the call, Daksh. And, I was warned by my cousins not to stand under a banyan tree because it's not considered auspicious or something like that. And I said, no, no, take a picture. I want to write a blog about it, talking about why we consider certain things to be auspicious and not auspicious, but everything is life. And so it's okay to stand wherever you want to stand as long as you stand in love. So that was really kind of the idea I had. But they were afraid and they said, can you please do some energy cleansing for us? And I said, of course. And so with my third eye, I called my guides and I asked them to clear the energy of my two cousins who were standing in front of me. And they had this beautiful, clean energy that was just wiped through them. And they were like, beautiful protective egg of white light. And then I asked for that to be done for myself, and all I could see was red powder, really, really, it's very strong red powder, and it was filling my whole body. And I actually got a bit scared when I saw that. I was like, I don't know what this means, but I'm just going to trust that this is all done in divine love, and I'm going to leave it. And just 24 hours later, I was in Kamakya Devi temple, and everything there was this red powder. So in a way, she was waving me a hello before I met her, saying, hey, that's my energy, this is how I come to you, and these are the symbols through which you can understand my presence. So I was very happy to see that, and that very energy was also there in this dream that I'm talking about, where my grandmother gave me a sari and it was a red color sari. So I felt this beautiful love. Welcome to everyone who's joining. So as I started to wrap myself in the sari, the dream completed. So it's kind of a process where this sacred lineage has been shared with me. This divine feminine goddess energy, this blessing from the lineage has been shared with me. And I am in the process of unraveling and embodying it. And it didn't feel like an individual message alone. It felt like something for the collective. That's why I'm bringing that through in this space as well. And please know this is very, very sacred for me to share something, a very intimate dream like that with you all. And it's such an honor that I get to witness you, and you also get to witness me and myself in all these vulnerabilities, beautiful vulnerabilities. So look at yourself as the protagonist, if you will. And in this moment, imagine if there was a medicine that was passed on to you, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever gender you subscribe to, allowing yourself to receive the medicine and the messages from your feminine lineage. Within this feminine lineage, this medicine is in the process of fully being absorbed into your life right now. So, what does that look like? What does that feel like? What parts of you will feel complete? And what parts of you will feel they are releasing and changing and absorbing and upgrading as you receive this energy? A lot of it has to do with the love that we receive and feeling loved all the time. When you have the love of of the women in your life, especially, you feel a very tender, expressive love being received. There's a very special kind of masculine love too. And today we are focusing on the feminine one. The masculine love also has a very different feel to it. But ultimately, love is love, and wherever you get your dose of love from, you'll feel it. So wherever you get this nurturing energy from, especially from the presence of feminine energy in your life, allow that to be, and give it the time of your day, give it the space, give it that reflection and space to enjoy in your day. It's kind of like having a massage, receiving a massage, and not enjoying it, although you really need it. Let's say you have sore muscles and you're asking, you've taken this professional service to get your hand or arm or feet massaged, and only if you pause and breathe slowly and allow the pressure points and the movements of that process to go through you, and you enjoy that sweetness, that it will work in that deep way. If you're looking at your phone and you're making some calls while somebody's massaging your hand or feet, you don't get the full benefit of it. And that's what this energy is about. Allow yourself to receive the feminine love and feminine energy this week. Give it the time of your day. Allow yourself to enjoy it and pause as you receive it and enjoy it. Let that be an act in itself to receive this love. So as this is the primary theme of this week, I'm also now going to tune into the Akash, the collective Akash, and bring through any messages that are ready for us that will allow us, help us, and guide us. I'll also look at any obstructions and or anything that is ready to be released and things that are ready to be upgraded or restored or balanced. So I'll bring through all of these messages, and I'll also call in the collective Akashic guides who are coming in, ascended masters, whoever wants to show up today. So, as we tune into this, if you have the opportunity to close your eyes for a couple of minutes and stay with me on this journey, you're welcome to do so. If you feel you're not, you're in a very alert mode at the moment, maybe you're traveling, maybe you're surrounded by people and you don't have the privacy, that's okay too. So, for all those of you who can close your eyes and really tune into this moment, allow yourself to take a beautiful deep breath and start to notice how deep and how full your breath is. As you continue this journey, I am allowing each of you, inviting each of you to put yourself in a beautiful white bubble. And if you don't know what that really means, I'm just speaking with your guides so that you can be put in a beautiful cosmic bubble where you are safely processing your emotions without any transference from anyone else in the collective. And then only the highest dimension, purest love and light, is connecting as a collective Akash. And within that collective Akash, I invite the masters, teachers, guides, and loved ones to step in. Each of you is being accompanied by your Arcturian guide who helps you with your life review, reflections, and support on this part of your journey where you are. And it also is a presence of a divine feminine aspect of your own soul that is represented through the lineage that you come from. So each of us, whichever gender, whichever orientation, we do have the masculine and the feminine side within us. This is calling upon that feminine nurturing side. It may even be just your own version, but in a higher dimension as a feminine presence. So some of you may see this as your guide, and that is perfect too. And that is true. So as these guides are stepping in, also calling in the ancient goddesses that have walked this earth, that have guarded us, guided us, protected us from ancient times. And a very ancient goddess, Inanna, is stepping through. This goddess was from ancient, either Sumeria or Mesopotamia. I think she was from ancient Sumeria, which was later, which was a part of that region, I guess. And this ancient goddess, she was a goddess of love, of nurturing, of fertility, of caring for children. Not the later texts that actually made her just the opposite of what she actually meant to be, because there was fight of religions and they wanted to demonize all the ancient religions so that the new religions could step in. So we're not looking at that. We're looking at the truest, original blueprint, ancient version of this goddess Inanna. Also going further, there is goddess Ishtar. These are very strong presences, and if you feel it, you may even have some goosebumps. I have goosebumps all over my body as they're stepping in. As these goddesses are stepping forth, There is also the presence of earth goddesses in ancient family systems. There was always a goddess and a god that took care of the lineage. These are the goddesses that have taken care of many lineages, and they are aware that we are all one. And so when they take care of one, they take care of all. All these lineage goddesses are stepping in as well. These are the keepers of your DNA, your mitochondrial DNA, which is also known as RNA. We've been working with this in a lot of recent sessions I've been having, the mitochondrial DNA, the RNA, the information that is passed on to you by your mother. Now, as all of these beings are stepping in, we're also now calling in the ancient grandmothers that have walked this earth and their presence in Lemuria, their presence in ancient priestess circles all over the planet. They literally represent each culture, each heritage, and they're all stepping in. They're also calling in the lineage of your own grandmothers and all the beings that have been here to support you, and because of whom you can physically be possible here. As all these divine feminine presences step in, I'm also seeing the solar presence, our solar from our solar system, from our galactic Akash. I'm seeing the Venusian mothers stepping in as well. They are coming in from the Venusian star nation, from Venus. These are high dimensional concurrent realities where they still exist. They still live in higher dimensions. So, from the sixth dimension and beyond, these Venus goddesses, these Venus women, are stepping in as well. They are bringing an incredible amount of musical codes, love, light, and estrogen. All the happy feelings of being in love, being in maternal love, and receiving maternal love. You may start to feel shifts in your body, shifts in your heart, shifts in the way you're feeling. The presence is allowing you to feel the love of being a child, being loved by a divine mother. Many of you may also see your own mothers stepping into this presence, your sisters stepping into this presence, all the women in your life stepping into this presence. As this is happening, many light codes are coming through, and before the light codes, they want to show us a vision. Within this presence, I am seeing a cave inside the earth, which has many stalactites, stalagmites, and crystalline formations going up from the earth to the roof of the cave, and from the roof of the cave coming down. And within these caves, within these crystalline presences, as you walk, there are small sparkles that are guiding your path. And it's interesting that even during the monthly meditation, we saw these sparkles guiding the path. So I think this energy is dripping into this energy of the week as well. These sparkles are just allowing you to make the right turns, move in the right direction. They are ever so small and subtle. As you continue to follow these, I'm seeing that a door is beginning to appear. And it can only be seen when you are in sacred curiosity, where you trust and where you feel that everything that is happening with me right now is for my highest good. As this faith increases, as this faith expands, this door starts to open and you step in. As you step in, this is stepping into a very cosmic realm where there are no physical objects. This is a non-physical realm, if you will. This is deep space. Within this deep space, the only physicality I'm able to see is floating clouds, and these clouds are made of rainbow tinge energy, and they are also very, very subtle. You can easily walk through them, pass through them, and they still stay there. Within this, there is a lot of music. There are lots of chants. There's a lot of verbal message that is coming through. So you may hear a word or a phrase as I pause. This is only for you, and that's why this is coming in this way. If you don't receive this word right now, don't worry about it. It will come to you when the time is right. Allow yourself to just say, hey, I would love to receive this word and I'm open to it. And let this come to you when it is perfect if you've not already received it. And some of you have received multiple words. That is perfect too. If it's possible for you to note it down somewhere, that is awesome. You can even put it in chat and then you can go back in your chat to see it. And if you remember it, that's perfect too. And now from here, there is a new path emerging. It is almost like a bridge that starts from nowhere, but it is leading to a very definite destination. It is a very definite outcome that is anchoring you towards that future. It's a future that you had given up. It's a desire that you had felt was too good for you, too good to be true, and so you never pursued it. This is relooking and re inviting you into that opportunity to live that timeline so that there is no scope for what if that happened. I wish that could happen. That could have, should have, must have happened. So, leading away from the path of regret into the path of creating this future, you're now stepping into that timeline. Many feelings are coming up for you, and know that you're not alone. And that's how the vision completes. Many of you who've kept your eyes closed, you can now gently open your eyes and come back as I now bring through some Akashic codes and messages from this. So, the interpretation of this is very symbolic. It is about allowing yourself to be guided into the unknown, but even within the unknown, search for that greatest, deepest, truest desire that you've had. Within this deepest desire that you have, give yourself a chance to live that timeline. And here are some codes and messages that are coming through the Venusian mothers and sisters. Ayala shui inasahi ya la nasa hishura sia shala ataka ya na sarashu si shunusula itakana shu sarasha a Yalana tukura shi ina sarasa a shukula nasa a shikana sali shukuru sukusha a Yalana shu sahashi a Yalana tukushi sa nushuku surushuna sa a hitala shiana surushu a nasula shu nasula shu Yana susha a sarashi alana a alana a alana a any resistance that you may feel, allow these codes to just dissolve it. Any obstructions you feel, allow these codes to simply dissolve it. They're still activating and working through you over the next 7 days, even as an overlap of the next week's message that comes through. These codes still activate and work through you. And as they do, remember to be in this space with love. Remember to be in this space with care and beauty and grace. So that was the message, that was the vision and the meditative experience and the message, the light language activation that has come through today. For all those who are joining live, feel free to share in the chat what word came up for you when you were shown that vision. And of course, if you want to keep it very private, that is also perfect because that's the reason why it was given to you privately and not shared in the collective channeling. Now, there are also other messages coming through, and I'm being called to pull up a card. So, give me a moment. Let me just bring through and shuffle one of my animal deck cards. So, I'm using this card deck by Steffi DeMarco. It's Divine Animal Oracle. Very beautiful deck. And it also always helps me understand the incoming energies from my interactions with other people and who I should show up as. What animal inspiration, what animal spirit guidance inspiration can I take so that I can approach this with grace? So I'm asking for how you can be, what animal inspiration card will assist you to be in the best. Oh, okay, it's just blown out if you saw that. And the card that is coming up is Red Crowned Crane. And this is the card of loyalty. So I'm just going to put it close to both the cameras. So so what here is for the Instagram channel and here is for the YouTube channel. So this is card number 29, Red Crowned Crane. So let me quickly pick up the message for this card. I may not read everything exactly. I'm just going to bring through whatever is I'm guided to read here, and I consider that to be a part of my channeled messages. All right. So I'm going to read this first part. The time has come to re examine your loyalties. Are you able to be trusted? Keep your word if you give it. Take relationships slowly and make sure to build strong connections. What promises have you made that you must keep? This is also a card, I have a feeling, for the loyalty of others towards you. So there may be certain things that may be happening in your life. Who are the people that stand with you? And who are the people that actually don't particularly honor you? You know, they may be saying things about you that are not honoring where you are at in your life without giving you a chance to change them. And this is also about, you know, what they're showing me is there may be a certain situation in your life where your loyalty can mean a lot to somebody. So if you care for these people in your life, then to show them through your clear acts that you are here to be with them, your loyalties are strongly with them, you're committed to assisting them through this journey, that is coming up very beautifully and strongly. So it could be a brother or a sister or a friend who's going through something, and all they need is that you can be there and you can understand them and that you can show them that you will choose them through this journey. So that is another special message that has come through. And it is also a very feminine quality to have that loyalty, that aspect of you that connects with people and sees them through an experience rather than walking away when things don't work out. Now, we do, I am a strong proponent of leaving things behind, walking away if things get toxic or things are not aligned with your value system. But this week is a different one. This week is a week where you're being invited to stand by your connections, stand by your relationships, and give them a chance to fully process whatever has happened in their life. So it doesn't feel like something that's actively happening in your life. It feels like something that's happening with people around you, and that this is an opportunity for you to stand by them with loyalty. So, as we bring through all of these messages, I am very grateful that we get to witness this together and that we get to share, exchange, and grow together. So, I would love to know how this journey took you. Welcome to everyone who's joined. And also leave in comments what was your favorite part about today's channeling? What was the part that you most related to in today's channeling? And I wish you a very beautiful week ahead. So I wanted to share before we close that if you want to have a personal one-on-one journey with me and know what's going on in your own personal Akashic records, what's happening with your life patterns, what's happening with your life mission, your goals, your relationships, your health, and your spiritual journey, you can book a cosmic akashic session with me. The sessions with me are quite interesting because we don't just go in your earth records, we go in your galactic and cosmic records. We don't just look at what's happening in your records, but we also bring through healing, light language activation, channeling, and assisting you with the path ahead in a very grounded way. So allow yourself to be that. If you feel called, you can book that one-on-one journey with me. Also, you can tune into this month's group Akashic meditation. I've put it up on YouTube, and I'll link that in this YouTube video so that you can go through that as well. That has so many beautiful messages about, how you can navigate this month and make the most of this month and be as aligned as you can be with your own highest timeline this month. Also, the next monthly meditation is up for registration. So I'm taking in registrations at the moment. So I'll leave the link for that also in the YouTube description. I think that's happening on the 6th of August. Let me just check quickly. Yeah, that's no 7th of August, exactly a month from today. And every month we have a different theme in which we go in the collective Akasha and explore. So you're very welcome to join that. And for those of you who are in a very critical choice point of your life, I also do a very special 8-week program called Live Your Calling. And within this program, we go through every layer of your conscious awakening, whether it is in utero memory, ancestral healing, star lineage connections and upgrades, clarifying your soul missions through remembering your Akashic records, and the storylines that come through in many realms, parallel realities, parallel lives, and so much more. So, in this 8-week journey, which I've created based on the own expansions and learnings I've had in my journey, you're very welcome to come with me on that one. All the clients that work with me on this, they have had so many beautiful experiences, and I'll leave the link for the landing page in the description, along with all my details, so that you can reach out to me if you want to know more about that. So much love and light. Have a very, very beautiful week ahead. Mwah.